And we are back, and we just finished watching 2025's Nonnas. This is rated PG with a runtime of 1 hour and 51 minutes. According to IMDb, after losing his beloved mother, a man risks everything to honor her by opening an Italian restaurant with actual grandmothers as chefs. This is directed by Stephen Chbosky with writing credits to Liz Maccie and Jody Scaravella, who I think is the person this is loosely based on. This is tagged as comedy and was actually way better than I thought it would be for a 2-hour film. Olive G, what did you think of the film now that we've watched it? Did you like it? Did you hate it?
I thought it was good.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite character?
I'd probably say I like the Nonnas, just like all 4 of them.
They were spectacular. Absolutely. We have Lorraine Bracco as Roberta. We had Talia Shire as Teresa. We had Susan Sarandon as Gia and Brenda Vaccaro. She was Antonella. You liked all the Nonnas, Olive G?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't have a favorite?
No.
Okay.
They're all good.
What was your favorite scene in the film?
Probably when they finally succeeded.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah,
Aw, that was very
that
sweet.
Was good.
Yeah. This was a lot more endearing than I thought it would be. I don't know what I thought when I originally watched it. I think I thought it was just going to be okay, but this was actually better than okay. I think that the pacing is good. It moves well. The characters are all likable. We start the film in the past with Joe as a young boy watching his mother and his grandmother making Sunday dinner. And then we fast forward to the present day where Joe is in his home. I guess this is the aftermath of burying his mother. And his childhood friend Bruno and his wife Stella come. They try to encourage him to do something different. And because he inherited money from his mother's insurance, and he thinks about it, and something brings him to Staten Island because he lives in Brooklyn, allegedly Bay Ridge, although I wasn't sure because I grew up in Bay Ridge and I didn't really remember a lot of that, but it did look familiar. I just didn't know where. And then he comes across an abandoned storefront and decides he's going to get a restaurant going, and it's going to be a reflection of a family, and he's going to hire a grandma's to cook there. And Nonna's is actually Italian for grandmother. Can I ask you what you thought of the film?
I thought this was sweet.
Yeah. What was so sweet about it?
It was just a fun little story that had a nice message, one that kind of resonates with me because I do remember growing up and
Sunday dinner.
No, we didn't really do Sunday dinner. That wasn't a weekly thing, but holidays, Jesus Christ, holidays were crazy. We'd get up early. We'd go to my grandmother's house and we just ate and ate and ate and ate and ate and never stopped eating until we came home. And it really was just endless. My grandmother was just churning out dishes in the kitchen, and it was mainly just her. When my mom took over, then my mom would host the holidays, and it was still amazing. I mean, it wasn't the craziness that was going on at my grandmother's, because at my grandmother's there was several families involved, and I mean, as time it seems like families dwindle, drift apart, feud. Let's be honest, we're dealing with Italians here. My mother is Italian, and
every stereotype you've heard is true.
No, I mean, she wasn't that Italian, but there were certain things yeah.
Obviously not, because I'm still dumbfounded that you don't know that you didn't know about the 7 fishes. That's
I had
insane.
no idea what the 7 fishes were.
I'm not Italian, and I know all about it.
Basically, Christmas Eve was just getting ready for Christmas. Anyway, my mom still makes amazing. To this day, whenever she comes over to our house, because now I'm the one who does cooking on major holidays, I still say, Mom, please bring your sauce. Bring the sauce, because
is it
sauce
sauce or is it gravy?
For my family, it was sauce, but for other families, like my friend Mike, his family, they called it gravy.
What is the difference? It's the same thing.
I have no idea. When I first heard somebody referring to tomato sauce as gravy, I thought they were referring to gravy like you put on a
potatoes.
Yeah,
Mashed
like
potatoes,
potatoes
yeah.
or turkey or beef.
Yeah.
Like beef gravy. That's gravy to me. But no, apparently it's interchangeable, synonymous. But anyway, that kind of struck a chord with me. My thing, I usually make stuffed shells on Christmas, and I got that recipe from my mom. Traditions live on, and food lives on, and you pass it down. And as they say in a lot of cultures, food is love, or you show love with food.
Yes,
And,
absolutely.
That's very true in Italian, also Spanish.
Yeah, we're very food based for sure.
So yeah, this movie resonated with me. I did find it a little odd that Joey never had like a relationship. He basically just lived with his mom and his grandma and just stayed with them till they passed away.
I feel like I know people like that though.
Yeah, but usually they find some wife. I mean, Bruno found a wife.
Yeah, but Bruno looks like Joe Mania now. I mean,
Joe Mania.
Joe Mania, exactly. That guy's a good looking guy.
In the story, yeah.
Yeah. But I think to kind of springboard off something you said, one of the lines that stood out to me was, "One does not grow old at the table." I thought that was lovely. I will out myself and say that I cried during several parts of this film. This film is really sweet, really touching. And I think that if you've buried a parent, a lot of this will resonate with you, that loneliness that comes from your tribe being gone. And as you get older, things change. Something that you said before about like how the family dinners weren't the same. People move, people die.
Yeah, even in this movie, because that was a Sunday and it was just crazy in his house. They're
jam-packed in
literally singing and dancing
Yeah.
as they're eating food, just
Yeah.
platters of food.
Yeah.
And then it's just sort of nothing.
Yeah.
He just invites his friends over for dinner.
Right.
Now other family members they've passed on, they've moved away, they're in nursing homes. So over time, things dwindle, especially, it seems, when you don't have a family of your own. So you kind of felt for Joey there. He was all alone.
Yeah.
And great job by Vince Vaughn, because he made that character just a sweet, sweet guy.
Likable guy.
Yeah.
I was rooting for him.
Everybody's performance was really good.
Really good.
All the Nonnas were great characters.
I feel like I agree with Olive. I think they were all strong and wonderful in their own ways, and they all had really beautiful sequences. Although when the Susan Sarandon character takes them to her beauty salon and they get to actually speak to each other and bond, I found that scene incredibly touching and moving and beautiful.
Yeah, I liked how they gave everybody time to shine.
Yeah, it was just wonderful across the board. And I love that this film focused on older women, because I don't think that older women are given a platform usually to be such positive, integral forces in movies and in stories. So to see it from this vantage point was very, very lovely. I'm sorry, you were going to say.
And I like the interplay that they had, and I like the role that they had, and I like that they showed the petty feuds. Yeah, Sicily, Bologna. And then Teresa comes in and is just like,
I'm from the Bronx.
I'm from the Bronx. Let's just work together here. It's not important. What those two were arguing about was so insignificant. The pronunciation of yes, say, say. And like, even when something was like revolting, they revealed that it was still good. I'll never eat it, but
Caravelle? What was it called? I forgot.
it was a sheep's head.
Yeah.
And
Olive G, would you eat that?
Cabeza?
Cabeza's head, but would you eat the sheep's head?
No.
You don't even want to try it?
No.
You sure?
it didn't look delicious.
That look repulsing.
You don't want your food staring at you?
Do you want to eat that?
I might try a bit of it.
You're weird.
All right. What about you? Would you try it?
I would take a little piece, but I doubt I would be, unless it was delicious. But I don't think I would be chowing down on a sheep's head. I don't really like lamb and sheep and stuff like that.
Okay, well, going back to the scene at the beauty parlor, what did you think of the things that are revealed, like when Roberta says that she doesn't talk to her children?
I thought that was sad, but it kind of made sense, because
Coming from that culture.
Sometimes the parents are strict, especially in that time period. I mean, my parents were strict. My mom's parents were like crazy strict. So, yeah, you could see how, as her family moved apart, that they may not stick together because sometimes it could be a little rough. There's a lot of judgment and a lot of taking things really personally.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. So there's sort of like this feeling of what you're doing is an absolute insult and affront to me, even if it has nothing to do with you. You make a choice to move to the suburbs or something, or an hour away, and it's just like, well, what about me? What about me? It's like, it's not about you. And it's sort of like that person's living in their world, and sometimes they get a little bit too stuck in it. And I feel like that's especially true of, and it's not just Italians, it's pretty much every culture, but I think it's more to do with age and the time period.
Like a generation, yeah.
The generation that they grew up in. Because, I mean, things are just different. It's not like as though, okay, you're moving away, I'm never going to hear from you again unless the Pony Express comes around, or you'll send me a telegram or something like that. Distances are easily conquered in this day and age.
Yes.
That's something that started happening in, say, like the 60s when air travel became more prominent and telephones were more prominent. I mean, we're watching The Honeymooners. They don't even have a telephone in their house. They have to go upstairs to their Nortons to get a telephone. And that was like the 50s or whatever. Yeah. Now it's everybody's just a phone call away. And for a younger,
traveling with a computer in your pocket.
Yeah. Nowadays it's even more extreme. But for somebody who grew up prior to those things, it's like, oh, you're moving away? What did I do?
Right.
Why are you moving away? And it has nothing to do with that person. It's just that the younger generation understands, if I need to come back and see you again, I'll just come back and see you again. It'll be like a couple of hours rather than 10 minutes.
Right.
Plus, I can't afford to live here anymore because it's ridiculously expensive. Nobody's freaking moving the Bay Ridge right out of college into their own house. Yeah. Okay, just dissuade yourself of that notion. Nonna bought her house for $16,000
back in the day,
and that was like kind of tough for her, but not really, because her husband basically just was able to do it and still take the family on vacation and still send 6 kids through college or something.
Right. And send money back home to the old country.
And send money back home and still have, money left over for vacation every year. A lovely vacation.
Yeah.
Now you got 2 people
two adults working in the house.
And now it's not, and now it's like, oh, well, now maybe you should get an extra job too.
Yes.
Oh, and college isn't that big a deal. Don't worry about it. Yeah. You couldn't afford it anyway. Everything is ridiculously expensive. So it's no wonder people are moving greater distances. But it's like that generational point of view. It's sort of insulting, I guess. And then on top of that, you have just that it was just harsher. When your kid did something you didn't like, beat the crap out of them.
I mean, you can't do that now.
You can't. No, you don't do that now. Absolutely not now. When your kid went to school and acted up, the teacher beat the crap out of your kid.
And then got home, and then you beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, or you were just in the playground, you did something, and you pissed somebody off. The kids beat the crap out of you. And what did the adults do? They let it go until they thought, okay, maybe we should step in.
Right. Yes. That's so true. That message tracks.
Otherwise, they were just looking out the window. Nobody's bleeding yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life was different.
Life definitely.
Seriously, we're on the cusp of being the angry old people screaming at clouds.
Olive G, when the ladies go to Gia's for their afternoon of pampering, what did you think of the secrets? Which one did you think was the most surprising secret, and why?
I guess the fact that one of them was like a closeted gay person.
Right, and she was a nun too, right? Because religion's very kind of weird on that, on gayness. What about you? Did you find any of those confessions interesting?
I mean, I just thought it added to each of their characters. Mm-hmm. It explained a lot. It explained a lot about Teresa. I kind of had my suspicions about what was going on with her, and they were kind of confirmed there.
I never picked up on any of that. I just thought that she was like mousy, and I was like,
nah, the fact that she was in the convent and then she said, and now I'm not. and she made it sound like it wasn't sort of a amicable release.
Oh, really? I didn't catch that at all. All right.
Probably the one that surprised me was that what was it, Roberta? Her children just never spoke to her again.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
mean,
I could see that,
she was
but
a tough cookie.
she was a tough cookie, but I didn't think it would be revealed that she was like that tough
Yeah.
a cookie.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty harsh.
Well, at the end, when she reaches out to one of her
yeah.
kids, it's interesting because the kid is like, "Are you all right?" Because I guess she didn't expect her to call her.
Yeah.
But also, the kids should reach out. Like, what did she say? Like 6 years or something? They hadn't spoken in 6 years. I'm like, wow.
I mean, we could be also talking about the whole generational point of view where it's sort of like they don't speak to me at all. And it's like, no, well, they actually do. It's just that they live far away.
Right. That's true. That's true.
And they probably talk to you on the holidays or whatever, but you're stubborn and I'm never going to leave Brooklyn. A lot of some people are like that.
Yeah.
Brooklyn for life.
It was interesting because cancer's a bitch and you don't know. And it was interesting that Gia kind of confessed to the cancer in her life, and she seemed pretty positive for somebody who had gone through something so traumatic.
Well, Gia seemed like the very open type.
Yes.
You could see why the other women were like wary of her initially because she's clearly the wild woman. She's got a low-cut top. Her boobs are hanging out. She's got the made-up hair, the makeup. Yeah, so they're judging her, but...
Well, not Teresa, I don't think.
Well, even Teresa a little, but not in a very harsh way.
Right.
It was the other two who were just like...
Antonella and
Yeah.
Roberto, yeah.
Yeah. They were basically like, yeah, putana, slut.
Yes.
Teresa would never say that.
No.
It was just sort of like, oh, she's a
She's a
woman of
free
ill.
spirit.
She's a woman of ill repute.
I don't think she
Or
would say
something.
that. I think she would just be like, she's a free spirit.
But anyway, it's sort of like that was her character, though.
Yeah.
She was completely free about that. She's just like, I didn't ever want to get married. Well, how could you get married? How could you tolerate being with the same guy? I like playing the field, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas Antonella was like, that was my guy, and I never wanted for anything else. And then when he passed, that was it. I was alone.
Yeah.
I also liked the reveal from Olivia about how her relationship, because originally I thought Antonella was maybe like an aunt or a family member, but you come to find out that through personal tragedy on Olivia's side, that's how her relationship with Antonella deepened. Olive G, what did you think of Olivia in the story?
She wasn't really important. Like,
You don't think so? She helped Joe figure out his situation with the the city inspector.
sure, but like, I don't feel like she was a massive part of the movie.
No, but she definitely added to it, and plus she's Joe's like love interest in the film.
She is how Antonella gets introduced into the story.
Yeah,
That is true.
yeah.
But still.
And she's unfinished business for Joe because he talks about how he kind of messed up at prom.
She's basically his chance at happiness that happens because he was trying to honor his mother. And I'm sure his mother would want him to be with somebody, right?
Right.
Don't you think?
Yeah, because she wouldn't want him to be alone, especially after she passed.
So perhaps this was sort of like a bit of divine guidance on her part.
Yeah, because you see the mother, or at least Joe sees the mother and the grandmother at the end when the Nonnas are taking a bow. I think that was one of the scenes that made me cry.
It was sweet. Like I said, everything in the movie was very sweet. The closest thing you get to a villain is Joe's boss at the bus depot.
Yeah, that guy was a jerk.
Yeah,
I
but
love
they,
that the other
but they
workers
gave,
kind of gave him the runaround that
Yeah.
day.
but they gave that very little breathing room. It was just a very nice movie. It's a feel good movie. You
Definitely.
could see why this is rated PG.
Yeah.
It's just a very simple, good, wholesome sort of movie.
Was there cursing in it? I'm trying to remember.
I don't recall any cursing.
Remember
I mean,
either.
there is some Italian harsh words.
Stunats.
Stunats, yeah.
What does that mean?
I think it just means like idiot.
Oh, okay, that's not a bad word.
Al Putana.
Poopy.
What does that mean?
Poopy?
No, just kidding.
Come on, Mom. You know English.
All right. Olive G, scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this film?
I like a 7.5.
7.5. I was
Okay.
gonna give it a 7, but maybe I'm gonna give it a 7.5 too. What do you say?
I'd give it a 7. I think it's a solid movie.
Yeah, it's very good. The writing is good. The feel good about it is good. I really didn't expect to like this as much as I did, but it was very tender and sweet. And I think that...
and I liked Vince Vaughn's performance. I think that the way he carries the character, the way he makes the character seem very sympathetic, not pathetic, sympathetic. It's just nice. You could see why everybody went out of their way to help him.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't have any family left, he had a family around him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was like a very nice message. I think that's even one of the lines that they say, it's the family you choose.
Yeah, for sure.
Which was a nice little message, because he does make this family, all those women, become his Nonna.
Yeah.
And at the very end, they have like the big celebration, and it's great. It's very nice.
And it's based on a real story.
Based on a real story. You're rooting for him.
The restaurant still exists. It's in Staten Island. If you have Netflix, absolutely check out Nonnas from 2025, currently streaming on Netflix. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And before we wrap it up, please don't forget to like, share, and follow. And we'll come back soon with another review. And with that, we'll wrap it up and bid you all a
Good night.
Good night.
good night.